Juba's High Score Challenge, recording on a lovely sunny Sunday morning, just about. Game this time is Mega Man The Power Battle by Capcom. Straight into the action. It's quite all fast-paced this. It's like a one-on-one fighter. Basically, you choose which stage you want to try and defeat the opponent. Sounds straightforward enough. Just because like learning the enemy patterns, of course trying to avoid being hit, but very enjoyable I found. So I've quickly I've started on this stage here because it's reasonably easy to get a perfect on that one, and the longer you leave a stage, the more difficult it gets in terms of the enemy attacks and the enemy life bar as well. So you want to sort of like try and plan your stages and just try and maximise that point scoring. I've moved straight onto Iceman here, who's I think one of the easier characters. So I've kind of gone from second, so just to almost like get that second perfect in the bank, just to start like really racking up those points. So those are the first two stages and two perfects to set me off. It was a bit of like trial and error, so like working out which stages I was more comfortable with than others. There's some which I find very difficult to avoid certain enemy attacks. I've kind of like saved those till a bit later. This guy here, Woodman, I can perfect him as long as sort of just get into a rhythm with his attacks and stuff. He does this sort of leaf thingy where the leaves drop down from the top there, and then fires this sort of spinning circle out here. Then bounces around a bit where you just like hit him with a power shot and sort of just basically keep on repeating that. And with a bit of luck, as I think I did here, yes, managed to get another perfect. So I was quite pleased with that. Usually I'd only get sort of like two perfects, then I'd kind of like take a hit or something on the third stage. But that's getting three is like I knew I was onto a winner really with getting those extra points. And next one here, Cutterman, really potentially tricky with some of his attacks. Not too difficult, but very difficult to avoid getting hit depending on where he jumps in front of you. And I think I got quite lucky here because he's just doing a sort of single attack. He does other ones where he launches a diagonal one down at you as well. I'm not quite sure why he's not doing that here, but I'm not complaining. And I managed to get into a fairly good rhythm there of just like power shotting him and him resetting and doing the same thing again. So I was pleasantly surprised. That's another perfect in the bag. So that's 4 in a row. Moving on to the last couple of stages. Now I'm pretty much expecting to guarantee getting a hit here, so I'm kind of not worried about getting another perfect. Just sort of trying to do it with taking as few hits as possible, which of course all adds to the points. The trick is with this guy is it's quite intimidating because of his size, but don't pin yourself against the wall because it makes it more difficult to jump out of the way of his charge, because you kind of like bounce off the wall and you might find that you've not got enough space to get clear. And the other trick is here, you just got to be sort of careful, like those rocks he sort of pulls down, they sort of splitter, all these sort of fragments come off, so you got to dodge those, which they come down very quickly, which is sort of quite difficult to dodge. But managed to take him out just taking a couple of hits, so pretty pleased with that. Okay, onto the last sort of standard stage before sort of like heading towards the final boss. Yes, something I've mentioned is you can change your weapon depending on which characters you've already defeated. So I've moved to the ice weapon here because it really takes the heat man's energy down very quickly. I haven't bothered with any of the other ones because I was finding like it was messing up with my tactics, and because I find you can get into rhythm like power shotting them, which sort of knocks them down, then it just gives you a chance to steady yourself to go again. Whereas with a lot of the weapons, you kind of like you hit them, but you kind of like it throws you out your rhythm and position. So I was just like playing it safe with what I knew basically, and sticking with the standard blaster, with the exception of the ice weapon there, because it takes singe off very quickly. So but maybe could have maximised my run in other ways. I'd have sort of like took a bit bit more time to learn like where to use the other weapons better and not complaining. Right, so it's kind of like this sort of pre-boss sort of big yellowy orange gloopy thing. Not too bad. That a bit tricky when he does that. All those balls flying at you. It sometimes can be difficult to find a gap between them. But yeah, reasonably straightforward. Took a hit there. Got to be a bit patient when he kind of like rematerializes. There's quite a few times playing it before where far off a shot before he sort of like fully come back into the screen, and it's kind of gone past and I've had to charge again, which of course just not wastes time, and the longer you're playing the level as well, the more likely you're going to get hit as well. Okay, so onto the final boss. I think this is Dr. Wily. Not too bad. This form, you just be patient really. When the fists come down, just jump away from them, as I unsuccessfully did there, and just charge, shoot, repeat. There we go. There's the hand again. Just keep doing that. Yeah, you jump around a little bit, but nothing too much. You got like a slide thing as well. There are a couple of other characters to choose from as well. I don't know if there's much difference between them. Maybe to be honest, I kind of like started getting familiar with Mega Man. Just thought I'll just stick with what I know and just try and perfect my run as much as possible with that with him. In the next phase of Dr. Y, pretty straightforward, and just at the end here, it's kind of like these two. He kind of teleports between those two pods, and it can be immensely frustrating sometimes if you're trying to shoot him and he just disappears. Fortunately, I managed to get him just in time, because that would have really annoyed me if I hadn't got him before the timer runs out, because you get like a 10-second timer. It still goes to completion screen if you don't take him out in that time, but it's kind of like, yeah, you really want the icing on the cake there, so just about managed to get him in time. Okay, so that's the run clear. I probably passed it at the start, but this is kind of like three different runs. This is kind of like the easiest one, I think. So I'll be interested to see what the other ones are like. I've not actually played Mega Man much at all, so it's a series I'm interested in. I think there's a collection out on Switch. I'll probably pick it up sometime, and I gather that. It's got the arcade versions like this available on it as well after you've completed some, so I'll probably pick that up at some point. Interesting series which I haven't actually got around to properly playing, but there's my score. Well, 425 was the time clear, but the score, which I think what we're going by, is 485,900. Okay, so that is my run. Bye for now.